Hello, my dear friends. So, welcome back. Welcome to your channel, Cooking Astrology. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for subscribing my channel and liking my videos. So, today in this video, let's try to understand planet Rahu placement in the 12th house of your Vedic astrological birth chart. As in, what will happen when planet Rahu comes in contact with your 12th house. Also, I'm going to cover up the special aspects of Rahu. Because Rahu is going to aspect 5 places away, 7 places away and 9 places away from its original placement. So it is going to give you some kind of a karma which is related to your 4th house and 8th house as well. And what is the overall analysis of this placement, the results which you are going to get in your life. I'm going to explain you the practical outcomes of this placement. See, first of all, let me tell you before starting this video, this placement is going to be very karmic placements, and the results of Rahu placement in the 12th house, it purely depends upon the where your 12th house lord is posited. Because this placement, it is not like any other placement of the Rahu. Especially in the 12th house, Rahu behaves in very different way. Like in different zodiac signs, it is going to give you some very different kind of a results, because it is expecting your 8th house as well. So some kind of a major transformations, that thing is also purely connected with this thing. So first of all, let's try to understand what is Rahu and what is the 12th house in Vedic astrology. Only then we will be able to relate these two things. See, on one hand, if I talk about regarding planet Rahu, Rahu represents the level of obsessions that are present inside you. It may be any kind of obsession. Obsession towards acquiring name, fame, recognition, obsession towards a relationship, obsession towards acquiring pleasures in the life. So any kind of obsessions are purely connected with Rahu. Also, it represents the sharpness, or you can call it as the cleverness which is present inside your mind. Like if you are seeking or looking for the shortcut methods to obtain the chief objective, goal and desires in your life, it means in one way or another way, your Rahu is going to become activated. And especially the 21st century which we are currently living with, all the new technologies which are coming nowadays, every smartphone having some kind of applications. So all the applications that are installed in your smartphone, that thing is also purely governed by Rahu. All the cryptocurrencies, even the Bitcoin share market, any kind of a money making process which involves lot of tactical skills. Like where not very much amount of hard work is required, where smartness is required. So that thing is purely seen with Rahu. Also, Rahu represents some kind of a foreign elements or the foreign entities as well. Like you are meeting the foreign stranger or foreign friend for the first time, or anything new which you are experiencing for the first time. Suppose first time you are start like how to drive a car, so you are learning new things. So that kind of a new experiences in your life, that thing is purely seen with this Rahu. Also, it is a form of Durga. Durga means the purest form of the energy, where the maximum amount of energy is going to get in your life. So where you are going to exert your energy, what are your passions, you can easily check out by looking into the Rahu placement. And on the 12th house, it is the house of your losses. Any kind of losses, financial losses, loss of energy, any other sexual losses as well. Also, 12th house, it is the house of anubhuti, like you commit some kind of a sin or any kind of a crime in your life. And after that, you are going to regret that thing. So regrets are connected with your 12th house. Like I have committed that kind of a sin, so let me do some prayashchit or atonement in my life. So that thing is seen from the 12th house. Also, 12th house, it is the house which is connected with the higher faculties. Like 12th house, you cannot see 12th house directly. It is the house of imagination or daydreaming. Like you are dreaming something or you are building something in your mind. Like suppose I will tell you to please make one picture of flying elephant. Like elephant is flying from the mountain top. So you can see how you can draw the picture of the elephant that is flying. So that kind of imagination and farsightedness, that thing is seen from the 12th house. So whenever Rahu comes in contact with the 12th house or it posited in the 12th house, first of all, these individuals are always towards seeking the pleasures in their life. Like from any way possible, this Rahu either is going to take them to the extreme end. Like whenever they are going to spend some money as well, they are going to spend it big. If they are going to make some kind of a decision, they are going to make it some huge decision, very big kind of a thing. Like the spendings are also going to be very, very high, especially if 12th house lord it is not very well posited in their chart. Also here Rahu is going to give some kind of enhancement in your character and personality as well. Because similarly, like your first house ascendant, it is your personality. 12th house, it is the hidden personality which you are going to experience after facing lot of adverse and difficult situations in your life. So here Rahu in the 12th house, it is giving you that kind of a secretive personality as well. Because it is directly aspecting your 8th house. 8th house, it is the house of some kind of a unnecessary fears, worries and anxieties and transformations as well. So here Rahu have the ability to change your life completely. Some kind of a transformations, that thing are purely seen with this Rahu. Have you seen my video on the Neech Bhang Raj Yoga, like rising out of the adverse situations of the life? So this is the Rahu, and that is the one aspect of Rahu where in the 12th house it is you are going to rise from some kind of adverse situation towards the positive end in your life. Secondly, these individuals, they are going to commit a lot of serious mistakes in their lives as well. Because in the 12th house, it is originally the house of the Pisces. And Pisces, it is a very deep and watery sign. Although like imagination wise or far-sightedness, that thing is going to be very high inside this Rahu. Like if they are making some kind of a decisions in the present situation, so they have the perspective towards the next 10 years in ahead of you. Even like they are making some kind of investments in their life, so they look ahead what is going to happen after 10 years. So although that wisdom and knowledge is going to be present inside this Rahu, but in terms of seeking pleasures, or it is the house of your bed pleasures as well. So here Rahu is going to take them to the extreme end in their life. Like these are the individuals who love to do like many experiments with their sexual life as well. Many experiments. Because this is a very foreign kind of element, and Rahu love to do experiments. Any kind of experimentation, that thing is purely seen with this Rahu. And while they are seeking that kind of a pleasures in their life, somewhat Rahu tend to lose its power and energy. Because especially if Rahu is posited in the 12th house in the watery signs, like especially Scorpio or Pisces or even in the sign of Cancer, here Rahu is going to face lot of distractions. Like they don't know which path to choose on in their life. Because 12th house, it is the house of losses as well, like where you are exerting your energy. Energy losses are purely seen with the 12th house. So they don't know where I have to exert my energy so that I can receive the maximum amount of results in my life. So in that way, more and more energy is going to get wasted in their life. Especially if they are not having the support of 12th house and the first house. If the ascendant lord is very well posited, this Rahu is going to give you the excellent amount of results. Because if definiteness of purpose is not present in your life, and your Rahu is in the 12th house, you are going to do many things in your life. Whether you love that thing or not, you are going to like take part into all such activities. Whether if they are necessary for you or not necessary for you, Rahu is going to do each and everything. So that is why the loss of energy is purely connected with this placement. Apart from this here, if you see Ketu placement, it is posited in the 6th house. And the 6th house, it is the house of your enemies as well. So somewhat Ketu placement in the 6th house, it is going to create detachment from the enemies as well. Like these are the individuals who don't want to indulge into any kind of a competitive behavior or any kind of a competition kind of a stuff. Their whole energy, Rahu in the 12th house, it is taking them to some different realm. Like they are experiencing that kind of a joy in their life, or you can call them as they are always into some another realm. Like physically, suppose they are present here watching this video, but mentally the mind is not present there. Mind is completely absent. That is present in some other realm. So that is the 12th house, which you cannot see, but you can feel. You can observe in your life. Also, intuition is going to be very, very high. Because Rahu is directly aspecting your 8th house as well. So interest in the field of astrology, that thing is going to be get more and more intensified. Especially if you are an astrologer, if you are having this kind of Rahu placement, you have the ability of the far-sightedness as well. The kind of predictions which you are going to give, that is excellent. because they are finally in tuned with the some divine source of energy, like they are connected or they are having the blessings of something that is present inside their life. Like suppose you are their very close friend, so if something bad is happening with you, they will realize that thing, like something bad is happening with my friend, because intuition wise it is a very very good placement. Imagination wise, if you want to write some kind of a book, publish a book on any kind of a fictional novel, any kind of a story writing, storytelling as well, so in that way this Rahu is going to give you excellent amount of results. Apart from this, here Rahu is going to aspect your fourth house as well, and fourth house, it is the house of your pleasures, your homeland as well. So first of all, a relationship aspect with the mother, that thing is not going to be very very cordial, especially with this Rahu placement. And secondly, there are chances present like this Rahu may take you into some kind of a foreign lands as well, like it become very difficult for you to stay in your home country, or especially around the place of your birth, like especially in which your childhood days you have spent your childhood days. So in that home the energy is not going to be get aligned in your life. So in that way Rahu is always going to take you to some foreign elements or foreign journeys as well. That is why their mind is constantly feeling attraction from the foreign lands. You can call them as they are having the obsession towards knowing about the foreign culture, like I want to experience that kind of a thing, because here they value experiences a lot. Rahu is a pleasure seeking planet. Rahu become very pleasurable in the 12th house, like now I want to experience each and everything, I'm completely free, because here Rahu don't want to indulge into the day-to-day activities. They have their own mindset, they want to live in that area, like daydreaming. They have created some wonderland in their mind which only they know, like I have that life as well, like especially the applications like metaverse and all that technologies that are coming. So that placement, that thing you can connect with this Rahu, because it is a virtual world, you cannot see this Rahu. That is why I told you it is very difficult to predict this Rahu placement by just looking like into Rahu placement. You must have to check the dignity of the 12th house, or in whichever zodiac sign it is posited with, because this Rahu have the ability to live in the virtual world. They don't want to come from in the reality of the life, because in the reality they have to deal with the family, with their kids, with their job life, with their business, with every other thing. And here Rahu tend to want to escape from the realities of the life, and that is why these individuals, they don't feel much connected with themselves as well. Like internally, physically they are present over there, but mentally they are lost in their own realm. They are having their own wonderland in the mind, and they are completely lost in that kind of a thing, building something, creating something in their mind. Although if you want to go into field of a research oriented stuff, any kind of a research activity is going to be very very beneficial for you. And regarding especially money making, I will tell you, if you are having this Rahu in the 12th house, yes, this have the ability to make huge amount of wealth as well. Rahu have the ability to generate wealth in whichever house it is posited, because it is a symbolism of the materialistic world as well, especially if it is posited in the air elements or the fire elements. So then the obsession towards materialism, it is going to be present over there. Then they are going to be very extra critical regarding the expenses which they are going to spend in their life. Have you seen, like suppose you organize a dinner with your friend circle. So like there are total 5 friends, you have the dinner. Now at the time of paying a bill, like who will pay the bill out of that 5 individuals? So this is the Rahu who firstly, like they will seclude themselves, like I don't want to pay money, like you 4 will take the decision and you will pay, I will not pay, because this is a very hardcore and very negotiator kind of a Rahu. Like they critically analyze the kind of spendings which they are doing in their life, like which areas of life I have to diversify my wealth. Although like they are very secretive with their money making principles as well. They do not easily like tell in front of others like I am having that kind of a wealth, money and name, fame and that kind of a thing, because here Rahu don't want to show off. Like especially in the 10th house, 5th house, here Rahu want to tell the society I have money, look I'm the king. But in the 12th house, they don't want to all kind of this kind of a thing. They are not looking for the fame and all such activities. They want to just escape from the realities of life and live in their own wonderland. And that is the karmic path with this Rahu, and they have to face in this present birth. So that's it, guys, from my side in this video. If you have any queries regarding your Rahu placement, and if you want to ask me any questions regarding marriage, career, or any other spiritual consultation as well, do let me know. I will respond you back within 48 hours after receiving your email. So till then, please subscribe my channel below and make sure to hit the like button if you really enjoyed the video. And follow me on Instagram as well. I will meet you very soon in the next video. Bye bye and take care.